I'm Jacob. I'm 23, and this happened last Halloween when I was staying in a rented Airbnb in a small town in Pennsylvania. I was traveling for work. Every hotel nearby was full. The only place left was this old colonial house, white siding, creaky porch, rocking chair out front. Looked harmless in the photos. The owner left a bowl of candy on the porch for trick-or-treaters. He wasn't even in town. It was 7:30 p.m. The air was cold and sharp, leaves scraping across the pavement. Wood smoke drifted from a neighbor's chimney. I remember thinking, this feels like every Halloween movie I grew up watching. Inside, it was cozy but dated. Faded wallpaper, the smell of old polish, a grandfather clock ticking steady in the hall. I set up my laptop at the dining table, planning to answer a few emails. Every so often, the doorbell rang. I tossed candy into little pumpkins and pillowcases. Most kids came in giggling groups, parents waiting at the curb. But at 9:15, there was a knock. Not the bell. A slow, heavy knock. I peeked through the curtain. One figure, alone. Not a kid, taller, wearing a cheap, glossy mask. No costume, just a hoodie. He held out a pillowcase. I cracked the door, tried to joke. Kinda late, huh? Drop candy in. No response. He just tilted his head, studying me. I shut the door. Quickly. The grandfather clock struck once, and the candy bowl on the table rattled, like the knock was still echoing inside the house.
I told myself it was nothing, maybe just a teenager messing around. But then I noticed the out of candy sign the owner had taped outside, gone, and I hadn't touched it. 10 minutes later, faint footsteps. I checked the peephole, empty porch. But the rocking chair was moving, creaking back and forth, even though there was no wind.
I switched off the porch light, drew the curtains, decided I was done. I texted a buddy. Some creep in a mask keeps coming back. Probably nothing. That's when I heard it. Scraping from the back. The sliding glass door. Like a coin dragged slowly across glass. My heart pounded. I crept into the kitchen. Through the thin curtains, I saw it. A pale red mask pressed against the glass. Blank eyes fogging a circle of breath. My phone buzzed. A text from my buddy. Dude, don't joke. Are you at the window? You just sent me a picture of yourself outside. I froze. I hadn't sent anything. On my screen was a sent photo, the back of the Airbnb, curtains drawn, and me, standing in the kitchen. But the picture was taken from outside. I dialed 911, whispering. The dispatcher told me, stay calm, stay inside, help us on the way. Then, footsteps. Above me. The listing had said the second floor was locked off, storage only, but the ceiling creaked. Slow, deliberate steps across the upstairs hall. Then silence. The dispatcher asked, are you alone in the house? I whispered, yes. There was a pause. Then she said carefully, we just got another call from that address. A man said someone was in his Airbnb, pretending to be a guest. Before I could respond, the grandfather clock boomed midnight, though my phone said 9:47. The chime shook the floorboards, and when it stopped, the upstairs door slammed shut.
The police arrived 15 minutes later. They searched every room, every closet, every crawl space. No forced entry. The upstairs door still locked from the inside. One officer told me, these old houses creak. Maybe you spooked yourself. But another whispered, don't stay here tonight. I packed fast, drove to a 24-hour diner. My hands shook so badly on the wheel I thought I'd crash. The host later messaged me, apologizing for the weird night, said sometimes local kids, quote, prank guests. But he didn't explain how a photo could have been taken on my phone from outside the house. It's been a year. I still don't have answers. I deleted that photo. But sometimes when I scroll too fast, it flickers in my gallery, like it's still there. And last week, October 30th, an unknown number texted me. Checking in early. Still got candy? The attachment was a photo. Not the porch, not the backyard. It was my current apartment window, taken from the street below. And in the glass reflection was the pale oval of a mask.